website? Air code. Yeah, so you can just type in your address and you can get your postcode. So, I don't know, Griffith College or something. Whoops. Griffith College, Dublin. Yeah. So this is the postcode for Griffith College. Yeah. So you just type in your address, you can get your code, yeah? Okay. We have new chapter now, the last chapter for semester 1. Yeah, it's very easy to begin with. To begin with. Like all things. Exactly.
Venn diagram is not that hard. It's the one in the question with the long sentences that makes this hard.
Probability. Yes. Yep. So, just a little bit of vocabulary to start, maybe to help. So, you know, for example, here, your coin has 2 sides. Does anybody know the 2 sides? Fahad, I know you know this. So I'm really, when I ask questions like this, I want to know other people, not you. Because I know you know this. You studied in English, didn't you? So I know you know this. I want to see if the other students know this. Now, come on. So, does anyone know the name of the 2 sides here? You don't need to prove to me you know it. I already know. You studied in English in high school, didn't you? Yeah, from what age?
6.
Yeah, so you're practically a native speaker, so you don't need to prove that you know the name of the 2 sides to me, okay? You can be bigger than that. Alright, what's the name of the 2 sides here? You see, yeah, you don't know. Do you know? What? Face? Good guess. Not face.
What's the Arabic?
Back? No. So, the front is called heads. Like head. Heads. And the back is called feet. Front is the one with the number on it. This is called heads. And this, not feet, tails. I guess it's because maybe the old coins had a head and a tail or something like this. I don't know. Or maybe just because tail is, Maybe, yeah, or maybe just because tail is an old word for back. I don't know. Maybe heads and feet would be better. But we have heads and we have tails. Okay? So when we talk about probability, we talk about things like this. If you get heads or tails. Yeah? So you already have some idea about probability because you know heads 50-50 could be as likely as tails. They're both equal. Yeah? So this is what I mean by probability, this chapter. Okay, this is probability.
Making guesses.
Types of guesses. So for example, if you had your coin with heads and then with tails, the probability of a heads we say is equal to 0.50, which is the same as 50%. So what we mean is half the time we should get heads. And then the probability of tails in this example is the same.
But it's not practically true.
Well, maybe in real life it's not exactly the same, but for us it'll be the same. What's also very important about probability is the total should always make 1. Yep. But I mean, this is kind of natural. This makes sense already. Yeah. So just to be very clear, probability should be between 0 and 1. If the probability is 0, that means it can never happen. It's impossible. So it'll never happen. And if the probability is 1, what does that mean?
Always.
Yeah, always. Yeah, must happen. Always happen. We often write probability statements like this. So, for example, P probability it will rain tomorrow. What would you say, actually? Yeah, give me a number. What do you feel like? 60? 80? 80 to 90?
Yeah.
0?
No,
No, 0.
70 to 90.
Okay. So you think there's 70% chance it will rain tomorrow then? Okay. So what we're going to look at in the first lesson for probability, we're not even really doing too much calculation. We're just kind of keeping it pretty basic today. So there's just two ideas. The first is probability, and the second is called sample space. This is where you list all the outcomes. I'll give you an example.
You mean by outcomes the results, right?
Huh?
You mean by outcomes the results?
Yes, the results, yeah. Yes? Okay, so what do I mean by this? For example, if you have one coin, the sample space is heads or tails. If you have two coins, you could get heads, 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 tails, tails, heads, or tails, tails. This is what I mean by the sample space. You list the outcomes. What about 3 coins? 1, 2, 3. Heads, 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 tails, heads, tails, heads, heads, tails, 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 heads, heads, tails, head, tails, 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 head, or tails, tails, tails. So you have 8 possibilities here. Yes.
But the second line, head, tail, and tail head is the same thing.
Which one?
The second 2 coins.
No, it's a sequence. Not like
Heads, 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 tails, yeah.
Head,
Yeah, but like Fahad said, it's a sequence. So heads, heads, tails is different to heads, tails, heads. Because head, heads, tails means the first was heads, the second was heads, and the third was tails. You're flipping the coins 1, 2, 3. You're not throwing the 3 coins up in the air and looking at the result. So the order is important. You got this? Yeah. Can I go down a little bit? I'll leave the last one there to here, yeah? So let's have a look at an example question. So let's say I want the probability of getting 2 heads and 1 tail. So just very quickly, you can calculate the probability of what you want by the number of things that you would want in the sample space divided by the total size of the space. That sounds very fancy, but it's not. If I go back to my question, how many outcomes do I have in total? 8. And how many of them have 2 heads and 1 tail? 1, 2, 3, just 3, isn't it? Can I see any more? 2 heads and 1 tail? So the answer is just 3 over 8. Now you try this one for me. I want you to give me the probability that they're all the same. Correct. So if you look here, all the same means head, 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 or tail, tail, tail. So you've got 1, 2, and then that's it. As simple as that. 2 over 8, which is equal to 1 over 4. Okay? So good so far. All right. Let me give you another one. Can I go down? Different question now. Can I go down?
Yeah.
So let's make up something. You have a bag, and let's put in the bag 3 letters or letters on cards, or A and T. So what you do here is you take out the 3 cards and you line them up. And my question is, what is the probability that you will get a real word? You have 3 letters in the bag, or A and T. And my question is, what is the probability that when you take the 3 letters out and put them up, that the result is a real word? So, anyways, the way you do these is always the same. You must write out all the outcomes. So, let's do this together. What's the first outcome I could get? Or, no, there's one of each letter, yeah. Sorry, I didn't say that, but there's one of each. Or, A, and T. What's the second possibility? Or, T, A. Yeah. The next one, you could have T first, then A or. Then you could have T and then or A. Then you could have A and or T, and A and T or. So how many outcomes are there? 6.
I can have more, right?
More what? There's only 6 outcomes here. Yeah. How many of these outcomes make a real word?
2 or 6.
2? No. Yeah.
And times word.
1, 2, 3. Not a word, not a word, not a word. So the answer is 3 over 6, which is 1 over 2. Tars a word, yeah? Not good at probability. Yeah. It's on the road. It's the black material on the road. This is tar.
And tar and secret.
Huh?
Secret.
Secret?
Yeah, we have tar and nicotine.
Oh yeah, very good. Yeah. Tar and cigarettes as well. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, you found something useful for your cigarettes. Yeah. Okay. Let me give you another one. So, can I go down?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you got a bag here, and you got a bag here, and we'll put inside it 2 red balls and then 2 blue balls. So you take out 2 balls, and my question is, what is the probability that they are the same colour? So you try this for me.
Finish it.
Okay, you think you have it? Let's just give them a chance too, they're still working. You're finished as well, Amanda? Yeah? So what answer, Fahad, did you get?
204,
1 over 2,
Yeah.
the final answer. What did you get, Amanda?
103.
Okay, let's see what happens. So you could get red, red. You could get red and red. Then you could get red and blue. And then in fact you could get red and this blue. Now this is where it can be confusing. So you actually have another red blue. And I know this thing is very annoying because you might think this is the same as this.
But you say the same color.
Yeah, no, not finished yet. Yeah, so you can have red, 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 blue, and then you could have this one here, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, and then you can have this one, blue. Oh, sorry, this is getting very confusing. I'll have to write it again here. Can I go down a bit?
Yep.
Yeah. It might be a bit easier if I give the balls a number. So for example, the first ball is red, I'll just call it 1. The second ball is red, I'll call it 2. The next ball is blue, I'll call it 1. And the next ball is blue, sorry, not 1, 3. And then the next one here is 4. So I could have, for example, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4 could come out. Yes? Then I could have 2, 3 and 2, 4 could come out. Then I could have 3, 4. Yeah. Sorry, that's wrong. Oh, teacher's tired. 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. Then I could have 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 4. Then I could have 3, 1, 3, 2, and 3, 4. And then lastly, I could get 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3. These are all the possibilities I could get. Which one of these will have the same colour? This one is red and red. Yeah. Anything else? 3 and 4, 4 and 3, and then 2 and 1. So there's 4 possibilities over 3, 6, 9, 12. So good job, Amanda.
I don't
No, that's okay.
write down the 2, 1, and 4.
That's okay. I'm going a little bit crazy. This is just makes sense to me. If you want to write it a different way, that's okay. But just in my head, this is what. Yeah, I know it seems strange. In my head, this is what makes sense to me. Okay,
So
but
1 over 3.
1 over 3.
Not 1 over 3.
So you seem so surprised. Like the answer's 1 over 3, but I got 1 over 3.
Yeah, but the answer is wrong, not correct. How can I got
How do you mean your answer's wrong when it's right?
red, red,
Yeah.
red, blue,
Yeah.
blue, 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 red. Okay, and the 6 and equal 1 over 3. Don't think about this. Only this one.
Red, 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 blue, 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 red.
So the same poles are 2, right? Which is RR and VP.
Yeah.
Okay? And it's 2. And the equal I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.
This is wrong.
Okay.
You got 1 over 3. Complete accident. Complete accident. It's wrong. Sorry. Okay. We'll do another one.
Okay.
Can I go down and do another one?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll say. What would be interesting? What would be interesting? Let's see. Okay, so
3 girls in class and 3
Yeah.
boys.
yeah, something like. Oh yeah, we can do something like this. So you have how many have we got? We've got 3.
3 girls.
Yes.
3 girls.
Okay. So my question is, I will pick 2 students. What is the probability that they're the same gender? Gender means male, female. Got it? Yeah? So anyways, I'll start it here. So look, we can actually use people's names. So I could pick Fahad Tekin, Fahad Amanda, Fahad Sohi, Fahad Karar, Fahad Grace. And then I could pick Tekin, and then I could pick Fahad, then I could pick Tekin, Amanda, Tekin Sohi, Tekin Grace. Sorry, I skipped Karar. Tekin Karar, Tekin Grace. And then I could pick Amanda Fahad, Amanda Tekin, Amanda Sohi, Amanda Karar, Amanda Grace. And then I could pick Sohi, Fahad, Sohi, Tekin, Sohi, Amanda, Sohi, Karar, Sohi, Grace, and then I could pick
Oh my God.
Karar, Fahad, Karar, Tekin, Karar, Amanda, Karar, Sohi, Karar, Grace, and then I could pick Grace, Fahad, Grace, Tekin, Grace, Amanda, Grace. Wait, I skipped someone. Karar. Oh, who did I skip? Sohi, yes. Grace, Sohi, Grace, Karar. Grace, Sohi, Grace. Correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So there's 30 possible pairs I could make. How many of these pairs would have the same gender? So let's have a look. Male, male. No. That's Fahad, Amanda. Fahad, Sohi. No, that's Fahad, Karar. That's it.
Yeah.
Tekin, Fahad. Tekin, Karar. Yeah. Amanda, Sohi, Amanda, Grace. Sohi, Amanda, Sohi, Grace. Karar, Fahad, and Karar, Tekin. Grace, Amanda. Grace, Sohi, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, is it? 12 over 30, which equals 6 over 15, which equals 2 over 5. Or if you want, 40%. So if I pick 2 people at random, there's a 40% chance that they'll be the same gender. Did anybody actually get 40%?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good job. And by the way, this isn't the way we'll do all our questions, because this is a very long way to do questions. But the reason I'm doing it this way is just because it's the first lesson. It's to give you the idea of what we mean when we say probability. If you have other ways to do it, and I know there are other ways to do it, you can do it much quicker than this. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Now, oh yes, a very, very important message about this. Very important. Please listen carefully. This is very, very, very important. In 2015, that's this year, this was added to the course. That means this is new to the course this year. So, important note is, in the past papers, you will not see this, because you are the first class to do this. Congratulations to you. Okay? So when you are doing revision, you can only get the questions from the book. There are no past paper questions on this chapter. You got that? Yeah. And because of that, it is important that you do all the questions, because you don't have any other questions to practice in the past papers. So I want you to do all of these.
Now we can do some of, now we can.
What I want you to, sorry, I don't think I was speaking English. Let me try again, sorry. What I want you to do is I want you to do all of these. Was that English?
No, of course not.
It wasn't? Oh, rats. Okay. You don't have maths tomorrow, right? So you have until Monday.
We have the whole book of chemistry test. We have all the things. And this will make you
Wait.
agree, so I'm not speaking.
So sad. You have to study. And you're a student. Oh. Your life is so difficult, yes. Look, just be thankful you don't have fish bones stuck in your throat, okay? Yeah?
I eat fish
The
without
life
bones.
is so difficult.
Yeah, like look at her. She's now lost 380 euros because she had some fish. Yeah? You shouldn't be complaining. Life is good.